This is Crime Report, and I'm Joe Fitzsimmons. 2 years ago, Annie Dukin was the most productive analyst in Massachusetts Forensic Crime Lab outside Boston. Then, a year ago, she found herself on the other side of the justice system as a defendant, arrested at her home, facing more than 24 serious felony charges for evidence tampering, falsifying documents, and fraudulently boosting her background credentials. Now, prosecutors want the woman whose expert testimony put hundreds of drug dealers and drug users in jail to serve a 5 to 7 year term herself. They say she often identified drug evidence by sight and even tampered with samples to secure positive test results, thus eviscerating both the integrity of the lab's internal testing processes and the fact-finding process that in America we give to a jury to perform. The damage this one woman did is enormous. It is expected to cost taxpayers hundreds of millions of dollars. Her actions have led to these results. At least 1,100 pending cases have been dismissed or nulli prost, not prosecuted. More than 600 so-called Dukin defendants have had their convictions erased, temporarily set aside, or have been released on bail pending new trials. Annie Dukin's corruption has validated the claims of thousands, hundreds of thousands, of people who insist that they were innocent victims of a corrupt system. Cops are on the front lines every day. Cops have to deal with these challenges, with the contempt the public forms for law enforcement profession when cancer like this is uncovered. And it is the cops' jobs that are now more difficult to perform because that delicate balance of trust is gone in Boston. So consider hundreds, maybe thousands of drug prosecutions and convictions just washed away. Hundreds of convicts back on the street. Millions of dollars lost, funds that should be used in a positive way. But worst of all is the loss of trust between the public and law enforcement. If you can't trust our scientific testing, what can you trust? That's how I see it, and I'm Joe Fitzsimmons.